Hi, everyone.
Howdy, y'all. We're back after 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I had to miss last week because uni work was deadlines approaching and everything failed on me. But yeah, we're back and we have a new character. So I should probably let everyone else introduce themselves now.
I mean, you can just go ahead, right? You throw it back to me in the end anyway.
Yeah, off you go then. Oh wait, oh yeah, go
Yeah.
for go for Charlie. Oh my goodness me.
Oh,
Sorry, I'll just throw it at you.
it's okay.
It's been a while since I've
Hi,
been-
hello. What a way that we ended things last time with some serious drama and changes with characters. I am very excited to get back to playing Monster Hearts. I love this game a lot. I like the challenges that comes with it and the stories that we get to tell. I am bringing in a new character today called Ginger, who I think we're going to get to meet very shortly. How are you doing, Mikkel?
I am good. And also, Robin is good because he has a new lover. Little sad though, maybe. We'll see. Maybe. But I still need to smooch, so I can't be too serious about it. We'll see. That's me.
And who are you playing, Sophie?
mention that. Yeah, I'm playing Tressa, my
you do?
usual lovely witch. Yeah, and last time she fucked up.
Little
I
bit.
mean,
Just a touch. But we'll probably get into that in a minute in the recap.
yeah. Hi, I'm Matthias. Your MC. He, him. We're playing Monster Hearts. A game with a clear agenda. We're all here to make sure these characters' lives are not boring, to keep the story feral, to follow or to do what the rules demand of us and what honesty demands of us. If I might sound a little bit sniffly. That's because I am.
Sorry.
I hope that comes. It's all right though.
It's fine. We all get ill. It's okay.
We've got lines and veils set up. So lines are things that we won't touch, and veil is stuff that can be part of the fiction, but we don't focus on it. Like we fade to black. And similarly, during play, should we come across stuff, we have a couple of more safety tools that we use to deal with them. That's the X and an O card. The X card is for anything that we do not want in the game, for whatever reason. You can X card them either like this, or writing an X in chat, or saying I want to X card that. Yep. And when it happens, we go back a bit. We take the narrative into a different direction. There's no explanation required. The end card is to communicate. Oh, you might be coming across something that's potentially sensitive. We might want to take it more slowly, check in more with each other. And the O card is for yes, I'm sitting here, I'm crying, this is all super emotional for me, but it's exactly what I'm here for. Basically to say yes, we're in an emotional state, and we're good with that. Can be used to check in, like with a question mark, or just like that, and answered like that, to say yeah, we're good, we can go further with this. Yeah, and those are the basics. Yeah, so last time we played was quite eventful. Let's see if we can get this together properly.
So many things happened.
Yeah, like so many things happened. When we came back, Tress was being attacked by a shadow beast and stopped it with her magic. Basically made it yeah, you kind of froze it, right? What was the spell that you used?
I used Wither.
No, not on the not on the shadow beast.
No, yeah, that's what I did, yeah.
I think you
Oh, the Shadow Beast.
you bound it, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was thinking back to when I messed up.
You bound it from hurting anyone, but it was at the same time then enclosing the school is what we found out. Because
Yes, I used Binding, was that cursed album.
Yeah.
So it was unable to physically harm anyone.
And Robin and Kaylee heard those that chanting that you had to do, but kind of decided they didn't want to have any part of it.
Well, Robin decided, and Kaylee, being the fool in love, decided she was going to follow that lead.
Yeah. But you ran into the shadow beast that's been engulfing the entirety of the school in a different alley, and as you did, I think it was well, first of all, Kaylee actually decided to try feel out what you were facing, right? And you did get a sense, and you got the sense that, oh no, this is like, it's not really hurting, but it's actually on top of a lot of students and keeping them in place. But I think Robin wasn't having any of this, if I remember correctly. I think Robin was like...
No, and what happened was Kaylee ended up having to use a string to ask him to help save people, because it wasn't just Tress. And then suddenly Robin remembered Gwyn existed, and she was in the classroom and in danger, and so off he goes like a shot.
Yeah, it's like 5 minutes before that you were smooching.
Hey man, you gave me the XP for it. Come on. How is that Robin's fault?
True.
His good friend Gwyn.
Yes, good friend Gwyn.
Yeah, and I tried to hit the dark thing with a mop. It didn't work very well. But yeah.
Yeah, you started actually really like wailing into it with it, really going at it, while so how did what happened then? Because I think it was Kaylee who actually all that hurt just went into that shadow.
What was going on was Tress was trying to bind the shadow and stop it from hurting people, which she, I believe, successfully did. And Robin was trying to attack it, which I think maybe would have caused it to be unleashed. And they were kind of arguing about that and about what to do about it and things. And Kaylee, having been abandoned by Robin and realizing that was what it was always going to be, like there was always going to be someone more distracting, more interesting, embraced her angry dead girl and basically walked into the shadow and started pulling all of that shadow and darkness into herself. So, you know, at least someone could be happy because they weren't being killed by a shadow anymore. And as she pulled the darkness things into her, she began to become more aware of the school around her, of the electric sockets and the lights and the walls. And she pulled the shadow with her, destroying it, and kind of sucked herself into the building and out of existence.
Yeah.
Leaving Tress and Robin arguing with each other in the corridor,
Yeah.
and Robin free to go and save Gwen.
Yeah, so with that self-sacrifice, Katie actually saved the entire school. I think what also became clear, though, was, at least to Kaylee, that the Shadow Beast was specifically... Oh, no, also to Tress, because Tress actually talked to it. After after binding it, you talked to it, that it was after you.
Mm.
And
then Robin appeared.
Yeah. It was trying to get to you and to get you. And because you had left your house where it wouldn't have been able to find you. But now it was.
She had to be a sass queen.
Yeah. Yeah, so with that kind of emotional part last time, we went a little bit slower. Well, at first at least. Tress went home, right? I mean, the entire... the thing that Kaylee did kind of caused an explosion. Or...
kind of.
Yeah. It did a lot of collateral damage on the building. Windows got blown out. For sure, there's going to be, the next days will be... school will still be off. So everyone went home, and I think, who did you go home with, Tress?
Oh my god, Polly's parents. Was it Polly? Oh my god, I'm getting characters mixed up. Yeah,
it was Polly.
Yeah, because her mum offered to let me stay at hers, and then I was like, no, it's fine. And I was like, yeah, just take me home. It's fine. My sisters are going to kill me.
All right. Yeah, you were first at Polly's, and then convinced them to take you home. And when you got home... the house was dark except for a shadowy figure at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, that was it.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
A shadowy figure that you immediately went to blast with your withering magic.
GG me.
Only to have it revealed that it was Jean.
Mm-hmm.
Who you basically made his hair go white.
Yep.
And I think you found out a little later on that it had a couple of other side effects as well, right?
Yep. I mean, yeah, you missed out the bit where I hypnotized him to make him forget this happened.
Yes, that's an important part of it.
Yeah.
That was the actual thing that had the side effects.
God, I almost don't want to go back and play this game. I fucked up so bad. Of course, I go to because it's hilarious
Oh,
and I love it.
yeah.
But
I mean, you've got John in a very codependent state with you now. Isn't that what you wanted? What happened in the meantime with Robin?
He was hanging out with his mother, texting with Gwyn, who is his new lover now.
Yeah.
And I don't think I did any like particular thing except that. I don't think. I don't remember, at least.
Yeah, I think it was quite an extensive texting back and forth about
Yeah,
music.
we had some melancholic looking at the phone, wondering where his previous lover was, texting to his new lover.
too many lovers.
And
Describing how sad of a family he has. And then that was pretty much it, I think.
yeah, I mean, did you also, or was that the time before that you had this talk with, or the reconciliation with your own mom?
No, this was this time. But there was no moves involved. I didn't roll anything, but I promised I was going to cook when my father got home tomorrow.
We did get rid of a condition, though, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A strange son.
Yeah.
No longer.
And I think we left that off with, Sophie being, not Sophie. Sophie's a player of mine here, this game. What's her name? We were just talking about her.
Gwyn?
Yeah, Gwen texting you that her mom had returned, surprisingly. And that's, I think, the last you got there. So I think as we open up now, I think I actually want to come in actually on Ginger, and let's learn a little bit about her. And do you just want to introduce your playbook, or do you want to introduce her, or?
So last time we had Jean received a text message on his phone.
Yep.
Which found its way into the possession of Tress as John had gone to shower, I believe.
Or
and it had been sent to shower, and it had fallen out of his pocket in their strange scuffle at the top of the stairs. And the message said, "From Ginger, where are you?" Mm-hmm. And Ginger, as she sent this message, is sitting on the, weirdly enough, on the top of the stairs in her own home. And she's listening to an argument that's going on downstairs. And it's very clear to her that her brother is not here. And he probably should be.
Yeah, I mean, he's still grounded, basically, right? For being, like, partaking in this foolish event at the beach.
The beach. And she sat there and she's got dark leggings on and an oversized fluffy jumper. Her hair is bright white and pulled into kind of a tall Ariana Grande inspired ponytail. And she's got blunt shortcut bangs. And people looking at her would probably pick up, different references like the Ariana Grande ponytail, her eyeliner is like someone else's eyeliner, and little things like that as she is very interested in kind of current fashions and pop culture. She appears to be a little bit younger than Jean, maybe a year or so, but they share a similar tan to their skin, both enjoying the outdoors. And as she stares at her phone, and there's this message, and she's waiting for a reply, but there's no like little ... to tell her that Jean is writing anything. She kind of gets up and sneaks back into her room. And her room is a mess of posters and magazine clippings and things that have been printed out. It's like Instagram and Pinterest kind of threw up in here. Just so many like little things that she likes. On the floor, there's just clothing kind of scattered everywhere. The closet itself is open and it's just stuffed with different things. There's a bag from H&M that I imagine is kind of still full of clothing that she hasn't unpacked yet. And she kind of flops down on her bed and is like, Alexa, play playlist 1. And then she insists that the volume is turned up as she tries to drown out the sound of that argument that's going on downstairs.
Do they fight often?
I think this is an argument she's heard a few times, and while it doesn't worry her that something's going to happen, it's still a stressful thing to hear the argument happening. And she definitely wishes that it wasn't going on. And it makes her feel angry and frustrated. And there's no one to kind of vent that emotion to or take it out on.
Well, at least as long as they're arguing with each other, they won't notice that John is missing, right?
Well, unless they're arguing because he's missing.
Oh, is that the reason, or?
I am not sure Ginger exactly knows why they're arguing. She's tried not to listen to the details of it. Not wanting to kind of internalize too much of the emotion of what's going on, even though just the sound of the argument is enough, really, to kind of stir that frustration and anger inside of her.
So your mind turns elsewhere. Where were you and what happened to you when the school blew up earlier today?
Ginger had been sat in the second row of her class, and she had been writing in the back of her school book for that day, and she'd been kind of writing her name and then a little love heart, and then she'd been trying out various different names next to it to see which one she liked the most. And each one she kind of scribbled out as hard as she could to erase all evidence of it, leaving like the indentation on the next page. And then she looked up at the board, and it was in one of those electronic school boards, and it kind of flickered, and she squinted like, okay, that's weird. And then it flickered really badly, like on and off, and the teacher noticed. And then suddenly the windows just went. The blinds went kind of sucked out. And she dove under the table. She had no idea what was going on. It was this freakishly scary thing to her. And I think she sensed that this wasn't just a normal school day or like a normal weird freakish thing. This was to do with something else, something bigger or magical or supernatural. She couldn't put a pin or a word on it. There was a feeling like this was something more than just a bomb going off. Although she didn't want the bomb to be going off either. But it definitely stirred something within her that kind of reminded her that she's just not a normal girl either, sat in a classroom.
Mm. So, and this can be a third or very different interpretation from your side, but the playbook offers two options, right? Either a slant towards the beautiful enigma or the erratic misfit. What do you?
I went with the slant towards the beautiful enigma.
Mm-hmm.
She is very hard to pin down. And in the meta for her moves, I chose Fake. So I add 1 to any rolls I make while lying. And I also took Strange Impressions. When a main character either harms you or helps you heal, you respond by studying them with wide eyes. If you do, temporarily gain 1 of their skin moves and add it to your character sheet. It disappears once you use it. So she is a walking mimic. And she lies because making up things is helping her figure out who she wants to be, and who she wants to be might be you.
Yeah. So it sounds like also that she's someone that people do notice. Maybe not.
I think in part what they notice is it isn't her, but how good her mimic of certain things is, and how she notices what people like about other people, and she'll adopt those traits for herself.
Yeah. Do you know about John and Tress?
I think she possibly does. She is pretty close to her brother, kind of relying on him to figure out how to get in with like popular kids and the older kids, because that's who you want to be around, especially when you're hearing about these parties at the beach that have all these dramatic things happening. And I totally think she has snooped through his messages somehow and seen like what's going on with Tress, and I think she was aware of him holding messages up at the window that he'd written. Maybe she'd come in at one point, and there was a time after the beach party when people went back to other people's houses, and she had been witness to certain things.
Nice. Take a string on Tress. Yeah, Tress, what are you doing? Like you saw the message come in on John's phone. John's like in the shower. What are you doing with this situation?
I see it now. I've opened Pandora's box, as it were. What did the message say again exactly? Like, where
Jean,
are you?
Where are you?
I think she's gonna like reply and say like, "Out, what's up?" He's got no memory, so he might like not even remember like sending a message. Like, to me, this is still like a random text, and I'm like, shit, I need to find out like if I have to cover more.
I mean, yeah, Jean got the text, right? It's his phone.
And I'm just like, that sounds like something he would say.
And Tress, of course, her initial reaction was, who the fuck is Ginger?
Yeah.
Not being aware, perhaps, of Jean's sister.
Yeah. And obviously it's someone that is aware that he's not home. So she's like, who the fuck is this?
So what was the message exactly, Sophie? Sorry?
Just like, out, full stop, what's up, question mark. Keep it at cash.
And she texts back, get back here, loser. And then like a ton of emojis.
Okay. I think she'll just leave it on red at that point because I don't think she'd know what to say. Like, she can reply to the first one, good enough, but then like the second, I feel like it needs more detail that she doesn't have because she's not Sean, obviously. And people text certain ways and stuff. So I think she's gonna leave it on red, but then like put it back. Was it in his jacket? Or
well, it had fallen out on the floor, and kind of been left behind while whatever was going on.
Yeah.
So I guess you could sneak into the bathroom and put it back in his jacket.
If that is where his jacket was, then yeah.
I don't know. Was he undressed when you were together at the top of the stairs? I can't
Yeah,
remember exactly the
didn't
setup.
we ended up down in the kitchen, didn't we? Or
Yeah, you were in the kitchen and you straddled him in the kitchen.
yeah, and then
And then,
alas,
yes, he suddenly lifted you up and had to go very immediately.
wowzer.
So it depends what you want here. How do you want to go about this stress?
I think I just leave it like on the table, and I'm just going to say the truth in the fact that it fell off his jacket and it was on the floor, so I put it on the table.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe he has to believe you if you tell him to.
Yep. Oh my god, what have I done?
You broke the boy.
I broke him. I broke the baguette, guys.
The baguette has crumbled.
Regatta the baguette.
Just croutons now.
What's that, sorry?
It's just croutons now.
Yeah. We need to stop with the bread jokes, guys. I ruined it.
Yeah, well.
Oops. Shit happens.
And take Robin's example and move on very quickly.
Yep, that's the plan.
Bury your shame and move on.
There isn't a hole deep enough for this shame.
I think we cut over to Robin.
When is this?
This is still that evening, right? But I think so it's still that evening. You didn't get another text from Gwen. So you don't know. Okay, your mom is back. So what? Okay, is that a bad thing? I mean, you don't get along with her mom, but you're muted.
I mean, I did have a string on her once upon a time, but then I died. I don't know. I really don't think Robin really thinks that much about that. I mean, given the day he's had. To be fair.
Yeah.
I think he's just like, all right, got that sorted. My mom is okay. I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's doing anything particular at this.
It's then when you like there's like a clank, and then a second one, something small thrown against your window. Like it's still like it's pissing cats and dogs outside, so that's a thing. When like a third small little rock is like thrown at your window.
Well, I guess I go up and look who it is.
So what you see is it's pretty dark there, right? But then like the light of I think a passing car hit someone, and they're like waving up at you and like now pulling the hoodie from their head, it is Gwyn who's like drenched, and she's like waving, and then like looking around again, and looks like she's like hiding from the car, and just dries on. And then she's like, Robin, you gotta help me.
I think, I don't know, I think Robin is a little bit like, that was a little too much too quickly. But I think he like watches, like, what's going on? What you doing here? What you doing in the rain? I mean, you're gonna get a cold.
I mean, I don't know. Can I stay with you, or I didn't know who else to go to be honest. I
think Robin, like, well, I'm gonna let you in. You can't stay outside. And I think I walk downstairs.
Okay, and yeah. So then she'll come around to the front door. Like, she didn't go ring at the front door, but when you open it, she's there, right? And yeah, you can see she's like already shivering a bit, and looks even paler than usual. And she's like, I didn't know if this is okay with like your parents and stuff, but I didn't know who else to go to.
I mean, you're here now. What's up?
I don't know, and I think this is when you like see her, you usher her in, I assume, right, into the dryness, and you actually see that she's hurt, like side of her face and side of her neck. Like she had something covering her, but yeah, and she says, I don't know what's wrong with Mom, but I had to get out of there, and I'm not going back.
She did that, and I think I like. Where is it that she looks like she's hit?
Like on the side of her face and her neck.
I think like I don't know, I brush her hair back or something to look at it.
Yeah, and she like pulls in, trying to like not hide it, but not wanting you to see it actually either. And she's like, it's okay. No, I just had to get out of there. She's clearly uncomfortable with this. And then you hear your mom call, Robin? Is there someone at the door?
I think Robin is just like, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I got it.
And yeah, Quinn looks at you questioningly, right? What you got it? You gonna throw me back out again, or what? What do you mean? Like she's just unsure, uncertain. What do you do?
I mean, I think I just tell her it's definitely not okay. We should call the police.
What? No. That's nonsense.
Honestly, I'm a little surprised. I didn't think your mother was like that. I mean, she seemed like someone who's a talker.
You don't know what happened. It's fine.
Doesn't matter.
So, what can I stay here or what?
Yeah, if you call the police.
What? I'm not going to call the police on my mother.
Yeah, what you gonna do then? Are you just gonna stay here forever?
I don't fucking know. What's with you? Damn it, Robin.
I think Robin takes a deep breath, like he's getting impatient, and says, "You know, I want to help you, but it's not like, I don't know. She can't hit you."
Yeah, actually, you're treading her down here.
Sure. Well, she is my lover, so I get a +1.
That is true.
Doesn't help though.
I think
she's. Here I come.
Yeah, I think she actually literally is like, I mean, fine. Can I just do you have some dry clothes or something?
Yeah, sure. Come with me, and I just take her hand, and I guess I just hope that my mother is not standing outside watching or something, and then try to bring her up to my room.
Yeah, and you bring in and you pull out a dry sweater or something like that, right?
Band t-shirts, I'm sure. Some band.
Yeah, definitely. And she's drying off and then looks at you and is like, okay, well,
look, I'm gonna go make you something hot, and you can change here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile.
Yeah, thank you. And I will get this all sorted out, right?
And I think I give her this look like I am, still kind of I don't know, not hang up on that she doesn't want to do anything with it. I just give her this look and I say, well, she's not gonna hurt you here.
Yeah.
And then I just go downstairs.
Tress, are you waiting for Jean to come back out of the shower or?
Yeah. Is he showering? Can I hear the shower?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just waiting and just wondering what I'm gonna do because there's no one I can really turn to ask anymore.
Are you making, I don't know, the sandwich or something?
Yeah, I'm not wench in the kitchen. I'm making my man a sandwich.
That's literally what Tress is telling herself, saying out loud.
I think she's just kind of thinking it. She's just well, food helps, right? I mean, I do. But she's just staring at she's probably making a cheese sandwich, something probably really basic. And yeah, she's probably got the pom bears out as well because who doesn't love pom bears? And yeah, she just doesn't know what to do because she can't text her sisters. She's definitely not going to tell her grandma about this. Yeah, so I think she's just going to kind of wing it.
I loved that as a teenager, you see it as you can't text your sisters or your grandmother, when really that is what you really should do, and you were completely able to do.
I know. I know.
I love this game so much.
I'm just genuinely putting myself in a teenager's perspective, and like, yeah. And no, I'm not going to talk to Robin, sorry. Probably want to be my lover again and abandon Gwyn, and we'll go to hell.
I think what we definitely get then is Jean coming back, like with just his sheets pulled on. So we get that full bare-chested body view. As he like
He's just not as hot anymore, though.
listen, it can happen to anyone, right?
I'm
thought Robin was the most fickle one here.
But
I'm a teenage fickle girl.
he comes in kind of like overplaying this thing, right? Exaggerating that, and it's like you got a bite for me for them of that.
Yep, I made you one too. Here you go. Here's your sandwich. Just like push the plate across.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what to do. I don't know how to act.
Thanks, babe. And he like, kisses you for it. Then
I'm
takes a
cringing.
bite and puts the sandwich down and walks over to the to your fridge, right? And opens it, and like there's like a moment where he's like, it's clear like his nipples get this crisp in the cold of the fridge front of it. And he reaches in and he takes out the container of something to drink, and like opens it and just drinks it out of the container.
What are you
directly.
doing?
What? I'm just getting a drink. What's with you?
That's so grim. Like, pour it into a glass.
What?
I can't tell if this is me or Chester right now.
Am I not civilized enough for you, huh? Playing up his foreign accent.
Oh my god, it's getting worse. I don't know what to do.
What?
Stop.
I'm so glad this is happening to you and not me.
Yeah, you all just feel free to revel in my... Oh god, I don't even know what the hell this is anymore. Misfortune.
Self-inflicted misery.
Yeah, that one. Oh god.
Then you notice that he like his glance kind of flicks over the phone that's lying on the table, and like, doesn't mention it, but then like
I'm guessing I see like the glance.
yeah.
And you'll be like, oh, your phone fell out of your jacket. It was on the floor. I didn't want it to get squished or anything. So it's on the table.
Okay. And he like takes it and fumbles with it. And it's like, yeah. Looks over back to you. So...
So,
I mean, so what are we going to do tomorrow? I mean, no school and stuff. Right.
God. Yeah, I should really study.
What do you mean?
You know,
Study for what?
I'm really behind, and exams are coming up soon, and
What?
I gotta sort some shit out.
What do you? So what am I
Like my
supposed to be
grade.
doing?
Going home, you do have a family, you realize. I'm not your entire world.
I mean,
Am I? Oh god.
like there's like confusion that crosses his face, and he's like, "Yeah, I mean, sure, but what do you? I mean,
You can come over tomorrow evening. I'll make you another sandwich.
right? I mean, yeah, I mean that's a start, right?" And he like gets up over to you to stand like really close next to you.
Oh god.
And goes down to like slink a hand behind your neck, leans down towards to kiss you.
Oh no.
What
I'm
do you
just
do?
concerned about consequences.
What is that? What you're saying to him?
No, I'm just in my head. She's almost like not shying away, but like kind of leaning into herself, like, oh no, please no.
What? Are you afraid of something?
No, she's gonna kiss him. She'll just do it.
No, I mean,
Oh,
so you'll return the kiss, but you're afraid
Yeah.
of something about that. Or
no, I'm
about
not
the
really afraid.
situation.
I'm just more like cringe. Like she's worried that what happened before is gonna happen again, and she's like, should I? Is he gonna need to take another shower? Is he gonna walk around in my fridge again? Topless?
Yeah, or is he? Whoa, yeah, like running his hand over your hip and underneath your shirt, like he's doing right now. And she's kissing you.
Um,
I think you need to roll keep your cool with your cringiness.
yeah, I think she's all that's in her mind right now is what happened like 10 minutes ago before he left the room. That's all she's thinking of at the minute. Like, it's that one thing that when someone does something, that's all you think when you see them. Yeah?
That's-
Anyone else?
that's-
Yeah, okay.
Because the move goes when you keep your cool and act despite fear. Name what you're
Stop.
afraid of.
It's not spy.
I mean,
Please
you can
just don't do the
also
thing.
tell us something else that she's afraid of. Doesn't necessarily have to do with Sean directly.
She's not exactly. Yeah, she's not afraid, but she is. It's not the same kind of fear, though. It's more like, please don't do that thing again. Please, not in my kitchen when you're wearing just a towel. Just please. Is it? What is keeping you cool? It's cold, right?
Cold, yeah.
Cool. I am not a cold person. I am a hot person, and I need to find a new boyfriend. Oh, okay, that's all right. So,
On a 7 to 9, the MC will tell you how your actions would leave you vulnerable, and you can choose to back down or go through with it. I kind of assume you were. We might need to talk a moment about your intentions here. You wanted to disentangle yourself from this, and
she wants to call it a night for the night.
yeah.
She's like, she's just a bit shocked. Not shocked, but like, I need a night's rest, or I can handle this. Just me.
So I think he, because right, I think he's like continuing to be playful, and you're starting to be like, okay, now like let's here. I'm gonna put the sweater on you. You're gonna go home. Here's your jacket. Yeah, kissy kissy. Let's go home, right? And he's like, all right, well, but then like let's meet up at breakfast tomorrow. Like you said, you're muted.
No, we're not doing breakfast. I said I was going to make you dinner tomorrow. I need to work.
Sure, I can convince you. We could head over to the cafe and like actually
That could be hilarious, actually. That could be hilarious.
enjoy. I'll get you. I don't know, like. Don't you like pain au chocolat or something like that? I'm sure they have that, right?
Yeah, just give me a baguette, like a good one.
Oh,
and it'll be fine.
Gotta talk to Robin about that, I guess.
Okay, you go talk to
And two things.
Yeah,
here.
I'll have Robin's baguette. That'd be fine.
And like you're like right there at the door, and he's like, "Sure, you don't want me to stay for the night." So because right, you can go through with this and like send him off, but he'll forget his phone here.
Oh, did he not pick it up?
No.
My God, what kind of a person forgets their phone?
What kind of a person gets instructed to forget everything?
Yes, exactly.
What kind of a person does that to someone? I mean...
So you can get rid of him, but you'll find that when you like close the door, go back into the kitchen, you see it like he put it like you gave it to him, and he put it down in the hallway on like a little stand there or something like that, right?
Okay. No, she's still gonna show him out the door. She'll be like, okay, I'll meet you for breakfast. We'll go to the cafe, and then I have to do work, and you have to be on your own and go back to your family. Okay? She's like making sure he knows like how to act like a human being that has a family. And no, you can't stay. My sisters might come back. It's true.
I want to go into a break now, but before that, what's like the telltale sign that Sean comes climbing back into his room that Ginger always notices? And the other thing is, what are you fixing? What is Robin fixing for Quinn that just when you're about done, you hear the front door slam and she's run off with your clothes back into the night?
Oh, I need to change longer.
What? Now I'm like presenting her to you.
She's running away.
Oh, that's true. Because you're like, yeah. Well, let's go for a break. 5 to 10 minutes. See you in a moment.
Bye. Hello.
We're back.
Was I too early? Damn it.
No, this was perfect, actually.
Yay!
Cross streams.
Okay, let's go back into the shitstorm of Trass's life.
So, Robin, with what kind of food are you standing there when you hear that? And you're like, damn.
I mean, I probably realized that we didn't really have anything to cook, so I'm making like some kind of like instant noodles or something like that. Because that's what we have.
And Ginger, what's the telltale sign of Sean climbing back?
The telltale sign is that he likes to climb up the drain pipe that goes down the external of the house, and it kind of links up to the guttering on the roof. And it bangs really badly every time he does it, because he's basically, with his weight, slowly pulling it out of the wall.
Yeah.
And the drain pipe goes between his room and her room, so she can hear it really clearly, even with her playlist playing really loudly. And without stopping the music, I think she rolls out of bed and goes to the door of her room and sneaks into his room, ready to confront him, because she's had all of this emotion building up. And it's really annoyed her hearing this banging against the wall, on top of the arguments going on downstairs. And so she's about ready to take that out on him.
So you stand there as he's like still like clambering back in through the window, and it's like wet, right? It's still raining outside, like it's no one's business. And he's like closing the window, turns around and like is completely taken by surprise, and like it's like, oh shit, what are you doing here?
Oh, well, I don't know, I live here, maybe?
Do you have to do this to me though?
Do you not hear what is going on downstairs, Jean? What am I supposed to do? You were not here. And now you're breaking the house.
What? Are they fighting again?
And she like grabs him by the baggy sleeve of his sweater and drags him out to the landing. Her room is like pulsing with this music that she's left playing. She's like, listen.
God, why? And he like looks at you and he's like, oh, my head.
It is all your fault, you know.
What is my fault?
That they are arguing again. I have no idea where in Europe I'm from, but don't worry about it.
Why is it my fault that they're arguing?
Because you were grounded and you left. And they noticed because you are the least subtle human being ever.
I don't. What? Why was I wasn't grounded.
Oh, yes, you were.
What for? Even I didn't do anything.
Because you were sneaking out to go and see Tress.
What do you know about Tress?
Oh, I know plenty about Tress. And also I know about the beach party, which is the other reason you were grounded.
The beach party.
You know, you decided to swim to the island. Everyone nearly drowned.
What?
My life was ruined. Because I also am now not allowed to go anywhere interesting.
What are you talking about? That's not true. I'm in love with Tress, and I'm going to see her tomorrow for breakfast. And I don't know. If they want to fight, let them fight.
No, you'll fix this.
What? Fix what?
They're fighting about you. You go and fix it. Go and make up. Go and say, I won't do anything bad again because I am so sick of hearing them fight. You're so selfish, Jean.
Yeah, you're shutting him down.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's volatile?
Cold.
Cold. I'm not cold.
But that's a 10.
Oh.
On a 10 up, choose one from below. They
Let me
lose,
get that.
they lose
Oh,
a
sorry.
string on you. If they have no strings on you, gain one on them. They gain a condition or take one forward. Or you take one forward.
I think that he should gain a condition
Ooh.
of guilty conscience. He might not know what he's done, but he feels the need to fix problems around him.
Yeah. So he's like, all right. I'll go talk to them, and I think it's probably going to be through that very long conversation downstairs that he's going to suffer through. That he's gonna be like, I fucked something up, and it's my fault. So let me write that down. Can we just call it fuck up? Does that
Yeah.
Yeah? Sean, where are you? There you are.
Because I already have 2 strings on him. I didn't need to add to my collection.
Yeah. Nice. Cool. Is there anything else anyone wanted to do, or do we want to jump to the next day?
No, I'm good to jump.
Yep.
Here's a question. Very early in the morning, Ginger, you notice that John is quietly getting ready to head outside.
I imagine that I can kind of just smell from his room the Lynx body spray that is, being sprayed in a cloud.
I think
That's
so.
not good for Tress.
Yeah.
And I know that he just hogged the bathroom for like an hour. Like, she knows the science.
Yeah. But both of your parents work. So they headed off to work, and there's no school. So as soon as they're gone, he went into this procedure to get ready. Now, you said you haven't been allowed to go anywhere interesting either. As when he heads out, is this something interesting for you?
Yeah, I think she's going to use this as an excuse to go out because she knows when her parents are due back from work. And obviously, she's not hanging out with Jean today. So, yeah, she's going to wait for him to go and then she's going to duck out afterwards.
Yeah. So I want to cut to our little cafe. What's it called again?
The Love Shack.
The Love Shack, of course.
How could you
Of course it is. Of course it is.
I forgot about that.
How could you?
So I think, yeah.
Of course it is.
Very
That's
appropriate.
the close up on like behind the bar. There's definitely up on the wall in really really ridiculous font. You've got the Love Shack, right? And the camera pans back from that as so you see, like, Robin, you're working the morning, and you've got the whole morning now to work, right? So we see you like fixing something behind the counter as Tress and Jean come into the cafe. It's very early. It's because school's off. It's actually pretty quiet. Like, it's not that busy today. They enter. They're both kind of looking a little bit awkward, I assume. At least Jean has been like he picked you up and stuff, and been a little bit quiet. And if Tress continues to act like she did last night, yeah. What do you all do?
Tress is just going to sit down and like put her nose on the menu, essentially, and just.
What kind of place do you choose to sit down at? Because you're definitely choosing. He's not taking the lead.
Yeah, no. I imagine there's like a little, like, kind of. Actually, no. She's going to pick like a 4-person table, like near the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
more towards the back or more towards the window front?
Probably more towards the back, to be honest.
Okay. So yeah, I think this is like that's the little cozy corner that we were in our very first episode, and you're now sitting at the other corner.
Okay.
But we recognize the place back there. Do you say hi to Robin, or what's this looking like?
No, she just sits down and puts her face on the menu. She doesn't really want to be here. She just feels obliged because she messed up his brain. And yeah. And now he's just needy and clingy, and she finds it awkward because if you remember, like, she was a bit commitment phobic at the start. And now she's like, I'm stuck with this. Fuck.
Robin, what do you do?
I am resisting the temptation to put on a cheesy song. No, I think I'm just like finishing up baking pastries. So I'm just like taking it out of the oven, and I think that's like I didn't ignore them coming in. I think I like probably just said hi with my back turned in like the oven and stuff, and didn't really realize who it was.
Yeah.
And then I just I put down like my tray of things and like start putting them on the counter and stuff. And I was like, oh, French pastries, I guess. And I like smile at both of you.
Tress kind of like looks up a bit and like gives like a quick smile and then goes back to reading the menu. She's not talking. She doesn't particularly look like she wants to be here. She'd rather be anywhere else, kind of thing.
What about Sean? I mean, I'm sure he must be happy to have someone talking to him.
He's sitting there and definitely like waved back. You see like his one leg, his knees like nervously like twitching. Like he's like going. I think he's like by now like playing with a fork. And then just going like seems really restless, kind of, right? They're right now, like it's late enough, like it's still early, but it's late enough that like all the working folks kind of passed through here, so they're kind of your only sit-down customers right now. Probably except for this one girl who's got like her hoodie pulled up over her head and just came in. Right, I assume.
Oh boy.
I think Robin ignores you two being totally unfriendly, and grabs some pastries and probably there's a makes a pot of coffee or something and just gets stuff to the table, and it's you look like you need a pick me up, both of you actually. Here you go.
Yeah. Let's see. Thank you, Robin.
And I think I just stand there for putting the things, saying nothing, just because it's a little weird that you're not talking together at all. And then at the end of it, I'm just well. And I think I look at the both of you.
I think Tress wants to be anywhere but here right now. This is a bad idea.
So, are you two a couple now?
Is this going to be the classic moment where I say no and he says yes?
I don't know. I think perhaps.
Oh, God.
Well, what do you
It's
say?
none of your business, Robin.
Do you say that to me?
Yeah. I'm a moody girl.
I think I fold my arms and look at Sean, and I just shrug my shoulders and say something well, nice, good job there, Sean. And I think I just turn around and go to the desk again.
So is this how it's going to be?
No, I'm just annoyed that someone who disrespected me in class thinks he can talk to me.
Oh.
And we shouldn't have come here.
I mean, but and
Was Sean remember? No, wait, was Sean there when Robin swore at me in class?
Was he?
Because that's still a oh God, what's the word? Condition, isn't it? He's still got that condition.
That was already there, though.
He must have been there, right? I don't know why
Yeah,
he
I
would
think
have
so.
not been there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, because I.
But he's
put my
forgotten
hoodie-
about it.
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
Good boy.
Oh great.
So he had to be reminded. And he's seriously playing with the fork on his cup. Also, apparently Sean bleached his hair. That's a weird thing. It's definitely looking off. Right?
I think I take a picture, or it's one of these new things, this moving pictures, and I think I put it on Instagram.
God, you're such a social media hoe.
My fave customers.
Oh God.
Okay.
Hashtag cool hair color.
I think she's I kind of want Tressa to see this. I want her to take one of you, I don't know, pulling a weird face or something. And I want to comment on it and say cool face, hashtag cool face or something.
What are you trying to do, each of you? Is that just what, or is this just what happens?
No, because she's just still annoyed. And she's you saw me in class and tried to I don't know, what were you trying to do? just make me out to be like a bitch in class. And yeah. And you're still ostracized. So
this sounds to me like either one of you is trying to shut the other one down socially on social media, actually.
Such social media hoes.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know who goes first.
Well, you took the first photo, and then this is like kind of retaliation. Like,
We'll see.
Yeah, though, like, wait a second, don't roll it, because that's kind of the point, right? Robin, you just did the thing where you took the picture of them and sending that out. And it's actually Tress who's now trying to shut that down.
okay.
That's what makes most sense. So it's you shutting Robin down.
I'm not a cold person, god damn it. I'm gonna
No?
use my string on him though. I have 4 strings on Robin.
Okay, so you're using a string.
Yeah. Did it work?
It's an 8.
Oh.
It's perfect, yeah. Choose one from below, but you come across poorly, and they give you a condition in return.
That's fine. He's still ostracized and everyone's still gonna love me.
I assume Robin doesn't have a string on you, right? So you could gain that string back, or you can give him a condition, or you can take one forward, feeling emboldened.
I'm gonna give him a condition.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him the condition like jealous.
Yeah, that, like, even if Robin isn't jealous, everyone thinks now
comes
Robin
across.
is jealous. Yeah, it's a good social condition, actually. That's actually the worst, when you're not jealous and everybody thinks you're acting out of jealousy.
Yeah.
It's like, so, god damn
Yeah.
it.
And you're like, I'm not jealous.
And then they're like, yeah. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Oh.
I don't know what condition I'm gonna give you. I think maybe like something like Ice Queen or something like that.
I mean, or it could go in the direction of because your photo was about showing off how weird Jean looks now, right? Which could imply that Tress is kind of ruining the boys. Or something.
I mean, it's not even a lie. I can't even deny this.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say like a dragon.
Wait, what does that mean?
Like someone who controls their partners or boyfriends.
At least I'm not a cougar.
No.
Okay.
Alright.
I don't know. There's less like. All right. Oh, it's not typing. Why is it not typing? Okay.
Oh well.
What are you ordering, Ginger?
I think that she orders, like I said, more latte and muffin.
Yeah.
She's slowly trying like every flavor of muffin they do to figure out which one she actually likes. And today is the turn of, it's a plain muffin, but in the middle is like a jam, like a strawberry jam. So you cut it, it kind of oozes a little bit. And she'll sit kind of by the window of the cafe and away from her brother and Tress. And she's got this oversized hoodie that's probably actually Jean's, that she was just like, yeah, this will do. And she's got it pulled up because she doesn't really want to be noticed. But also she realized as she left the house after John, she had nowhere to go that wasn't probably going to be where he was going to be. So she's trying to be as incognito as possible. And she has like one headphone in, listening to music, and she has her phone out and she's scrolling through as she lets like the latte cool down.
So, has this party at Tress's How has this made the rounds, by the way?
I have a proposal, which Sophie can yay or nay, and same for you, Matthias. But I think someone else has decided there's a party at Tress's.
Yeah.
And it's gone around quick enough that Tress is going to be very hard pressed to stop there being a party at her house.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe about now, she's starting to get messages like, I'm so excited, can't wait, from Polly, and what are we going to wear? And like, it's come up on Ginger's phone, there's going to be this party.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, no, that sounds like a good idea. That's usually what happened at my old school. Like, someone would say, oh, party at so-and-so's, and then they'd be like, oh,
Like,
my parents are away.
3 friends are invited over, and
then everyone...
20 show up. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Ginger, you notice there's someone else who like just came in and I think the figure just sat down somewhere.
Pop the lurker come in.
No. That's someone else who's doing a very bad job of remaining inconspicuous. And he's definitely also there to be watching Jean and Tress. He's sitting at a spot though where Tress can't see him, and Jean doesn't have has only one person in mind right now. Is too busy with his thoughts elsewhere to notice. But he's like dressed all in trainers and has a weird.
Do I recognize him?
Yeah, you do. He like plays sports, but you don't actually remember his name or anything. Robin, you see like Victor sitting down at one of the tables. Like that's not something he usually does. And he's like keeping an eye on what John is doing.
Oh man, I super need to put on a cheesy song right now. This is the funniest.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to know what song you're putting on.
Oh god, here we go.
Put that on. Tress, Jean's like, hey, and he like takes your hand. Right, he reaches across the table to hold your hand, and he's like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but there's some things going on. I mean, I messed stuff up completely last weekend, right? I don't remember what happened actually, but
I don't remember. I have no idea.
What?
I know this is in her head. She's like, I don't know either.
Yeah. So I'm just glad you're here. And he like presses your hand and looks at you, puppy-eyed.
Okay, that just ruined it.
Having stopped being like super nervously tapping his foot.
Okay, that's... I don't know. In her head, she's like, this isn't the guy I initially liked. Like, he's changed. Like, he's completely needy and, like, you know...
But he's calm when he, like, touches you.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Tress is actually going to be, like, a bit touched by that, and she's going to, like, smile back at him and kind of squeeze his hand back. And, you know, maybe she's thinking, like, maybe I can fix this. I know, but bear with me on this. I mean, I messed it up. I gotta fix it.
You hear something shatter, like in the front of the. You can't quite see what's like the counter bends around because you're in the corner, right? So you can't quite see it, but something shatters, and you, Ginger, you've been watching this guy sitting there, and like he's like he took up the sugar dispenser on his table and was like just holding it when he apparently crushed it in his hand, and as he was watching Sean and spilled like all the sugar across his table. And it's like, ah! It's like he's got a shard of glass in his hand. It's like starting to bleed over the table. What do you do?
If he looks over, he'll see this girl just sat there, just wide-eyed, like, oh shit, what did I just see? Like, great big blue eyes, just shocked. She hadn't been expecting it. And then she'll be like, the eyes dart down to that hand that's bleeding, and there's this indecision of what to do. Do I do something about it? Do I just pretend I didn't see it? But she can't stop looking. It's like a car crash. It's just like...
Yeah.
Robin, do you respond or react to this? Or did you not catch that because you were in the back looking for the right song?
Yeah. I'm getting the popcorn. I put on Nick Cave with the red right hand.
Don't kill Matthias, please. No, Ribs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy is like, oh, there's like a lot of blood. It's like soaking into the sugar, right? And it's like sticking out of his hand. It's
slowly the muffin that's oozing jam is slowly pushed across the table out of the way, and then she jumps as the knife that was resting on the edge like tumbles off, and she just breathes, and then she looks back at the dude whose hand is like bleeding everywhere, and she gets up to leave because the door's like right there.
Okay, you're running away.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll run away for me.
I sure will.
Well, wait a second. Get ready to.
Okay.
What are you actually doing, Tress, with John, who's like, all right, yes, let's look into each other's eyes. Like,
wait, does he say this?
No, that's
okay.
But it's obvious that's his intention. Like, he didn't even flinch when that glass shattering was.
Tress flinches and looks over.
And now Nick Cave starts playing.
Oh my god. Okay, Tress is gonna look over. Can she like see somehow, like now that she's like purposely looking for the source of the sound?
You would have to stand up to see over the counter.
I think she probably does.
And he's like, what is it? And like, basically
Didn't
still
you hear
holding
that?
your hand, standing up with you. Yeah. Robin, you... Let's roll. I need to know what Ginger is rolling now.
So I think, actually, if she sees Tress stand up and look over and she's there by the door about to dart, she'll be like, oh, I can't be seen, like, ditching when someone needs
If
help.
you successfully run away, you definitely get away from being seen as well. Or recognized, I would give that to you.
Okay.
If you want to sink back into your seat, that's fine too.
I think what she would actually do is if she's like by the door and she sees someone else stand up to like respond to what had happened,
Yeah.
I think she would change what she's doing and she would go over to Victor and see if he was okay.
Oh, okay.
Because it's one of those, like, she wants to be seen to be doing the right thing and being...
Interesting. Well, kind of. Okay, so it's highly dependent on what Tress will actually do right now. Yeah, Tress, you see Victor like, with like wide-eyed looking at his hand, and there's like he's bleeding. What do you do?
I think Tress is going to like immediately like grab some napkins and like just be like, "Oh my god, Victor, what happened? Did it smash? Did you break it?" Like, and she's gonna like try and put napkins under his hand and like just look at it a bit closer, and like she's obviously like very close, and she's seeing if she can maybe like pick out the glass.
And you've got this girl rushing up beside you to help you out. Who's like handing you more napkins, I assume. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm going to be like, can anyone get some like water? Like, I don't know if you guys have any vodka to disinfect it. I don't know. Do they have vodka at a cafe?
Vodka?
Or maybe a first aid kit?
Or that.
Yeah, I imagine Ginger goes up to the counter to like try and get someone who works here's attention. An adult would be real great.
Yeah, not Robin.
But if it's just Robin will do.
It's just Robin, yeah.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, I come to the counter and it's like, oh, hey, want a coffee?
My new lover.
No, some guy hurt his hand. It's like baby, like I carried the watermelon type moment. Like, and yeah, she just tells him about Victor and like points in the direction.
Oh.
All of you look at Victor at that moment, right? And Victor is like just looking at you, and he's like, John? And John is like, Ginger?
It's just like...
And I think this is where we go for another break.
Oh, God.
Right.
Oh my God, okay.
We'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes.
The Love Shack is a little old place.
This is a bad idea.
Which bit?
All of it. Oh my God.
Yeah, you walk.
And we're back. Actually, when we come back, I'm going to reverse the last little bit. I think it's everybody looking at Victor, who's like looking at his hand, but then it's Jean who's like going, Ginger? And then it's Victor going, Jean? and right, he's got that glass shard in his hand, and you've like tucked like tissues all over it. And Robin is like handing the bottle of vodka to Ginger over the counter in this moment.
Why is this viable first aid that's going on? The bottle of vodka is the solution to it.
I mean, you asked for the bottle of vodka. I did have a first aid kit, but you asked for a bottle.
I didn't.
Someone did.
Someone
And
said
she-
vodka.
Definitely Tress.
Oops, I most muted. But yeah, I did say like the first aid kit would actually be a better idea.
But that's like forgotten in the moment because Victor kind of staggers to his feet, right, pushing himself up on the, and he's got like this. He's got like rage in his eyes, and he's like advancing towards Sean.
No. I think Tress is going to be like, no, you need to sit down. Like, try pushing back down. Not really realizing.
And Ginger looks at Robin in a panic, not having any clue what's going on. You need to do something.
Yeah, he's
Robin
just-
is now the chosen adult in the situation.
Christ.
and Victor is like not having like any of the gentle no sit back down
Okay.
stuff at all. He's pushing forward towards Sean, and Sean's like,
Okay, maybe
He
now
doesn't know
Tress
what-
realizes,
yes,
and like he's going for Jean as such.
yes.
And now she's gonna be more forceful. Like she's going to push him down. Like
Okay, so you're lashing out physically
I don't know. Yeah,
because it doesn't sound like a shutdown. That would
I don't know. Like sit down. Like I'm not hitting him, but
Well,
like it's not good for your hand. Bleeding everywhere. This is a
well
bloodborne virus risk.
something. Yeah. So he's going for, you can see it in Victor's eyes. He's going for Jean. You don't know quite yet what he's going to do, but Jean is like kind of dumbfounded since last night. So you need to do something decisive here. Either way, what do you do? If you want to stop?
Yeah, I'm pushing him back down, and I'm gonna like turn around to John and be like, "I'll see you later."
Well, okay, yeah, that's definitely then.
I'm like lashing out physically at Victor and shutting Jean down. I don't know.
Yeah, the latter is probably you don't need to roll for. If you tell Jean to leave, he probably would. But putting Victor back in his place just physically is a lash out. Yeah.
Okay. What is that? Volatile? Yeah.
Yeah, when you lash out physically, roll with volatile.
I don't think I'm a volatile person either. No. Oh, sorry, I forgot to press the second submit. Yes, I am a
Yeah,
strong
nice.
girl.
Yeah, on a 10 up, you deal them harm, and they choke up momentarily before they can react.
I don't mean to deal harm, but that's
Which-
not what I wanted.
Yeah, I mean, you sit him back down hard, and like I think it's probably gonna makes his like, I don't know, his arm like probably just hits the back of the chair, so he's like feels the pain again.
Yeah.
And you've definitely sat down Victor again. Like, no, you're hurt. You're sitting down here.
Yeah.
And with like having like your hands put on his shoulders.
Yeah, and she's gonna get back to like bandaging with the first aid kit.
And then you're going like to John to like go, or what?
I'm just gonna like look at him. I'm not really gonna leave Victor in case he gets up again.
Yeah,
but
but you wanted to send John away, right?
Yeah, just like I'll meet you later.
I think actually like that I like kind of guide him out. Like it seems like he kind of needs to get out of the situation.
Yeah.
If he lets me.
Definitely, right? If like Tress is saying no, go, or with just her eyes telling him to go, and that's fine.
Yeah, and I think like I take him outside, and I'm like, I kind of turn him towards me, and I say like, "What the fuck is up with you? You okay?"
Ginger, are you following or are you staying inside? I just want to check Ginger. Are you following?
I forgot that was my new name. I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
Ginger. Wait, that sounds like it. That's me. Sorry, what was the question?
Are you following Robin and Victor out? Robin and John outside, or do you stay inside with Tress and Victor?
I think she would follow Robin and John outside.
Okay. So feel free to join in this whenever. Okay. And John, so outside, John like looks at you. Robin's like, "What do you mean?"
I mean, you seem to be acting a little weird.
I mean, am I? It's just, I don't know. It's probably been a lot last couple of days. I guess.
Yeah, and I think like I take his other hand as well. I'm like, hey, come on.
Yeah, he's like trying to look if he can like look back inside to see what Tress is doing.
Hey, look at me.
Yeah, what?
You okay?
Are you gazing into the abyss here?
Yes. That's about right. Which I'm very bad at, so that's good.
Yeah. Name what you're looking for, but you said like what's wrong with you, right? That's what you're looking for. Yeah.
Well. Nope. Perhaps also I am down the rabbit hole there. I don't know. When you go poking your nose in affairs not meant for your kind.
And that gives you XP, or?
Someone involved in the situation gains a string on you, and you mark XP. I don't know who's gazing back at me.
Yeah, let's figure that out in a moment. But just like you're looking into Jean's eyes, and he's like looking back at you, and there's like something's wrong. Tress, you're like bandaging up Victor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like pulling the glass shard out of his hand, or
yeah, maybe if I could find some tweezers or something. I'm sure there'll be something in the first aid kit.
Just feel free to have gotten what you needed. Yeah.
Okay.
Like he's sitting there, it's like in pain and like looking at you. And
how did you do this? What the...
I don't know. The sugar dispenser just shattered.
Sure it did. As if by magic or something? Like...
Yeah, I don't know. You would know about that, wouldn't you?
Would I?
Careful. Yeah, I don't know.
She's gonna shake her head at that.
What have you done with Sean?
I haven't done anything.
He's different.
Maybe yesterday freaked him out. I don't know.
How are you like? How's this going? This like bandaging him up.
So yeah, she's still plucking out bits of glass, and once she's made sure she's got them all, she's gonna Probably use like an alcohol wipe and clean it up. That's gonna sting like a bitch. But
Yeah,
and
are you
then
like holding down his hand and like
yeah,
telling him not to move it, and this is gonna
she's
hurt
like
now?
grasped his wrist like quite tightly, maybe. Yeah, and then
Roll
she'll
to turn someone on.
huh? Oh God. I'm not trying to turn anyone on and just make this end.
Yeah, that's like, he might not be trying to turn him on. But...
Oh God Almighty! Is he turned on by pain or something? Like,
No, like all monsters, the second someone is nice to them, they think it's true love for 5 seconds.
and then they're like, "Oh no!" All right, that's a partial.
Yeah, they can either give you a string and choose one of the reactions. Oh my God, yes.
Oh God. Oh God.
You're like tending to his wound, and you feel him like tremble when it's definitely stinging, but he's quiet. But as you like then put the bandage on and wrapping that around his hand, like you notice that he's still trembling and he's crying, and he's like, I don't know, I thought we had something special, and now he's all, I don't know.
Someone remind me of their past.
For how long has this been going on with you and him?
Last I knew, Victor and Amaris were making out. This is revelations.
Oh yeah, have we got some Victor mixed up with someone else here a sec?
Oh, this is Victor.
No, Victor's just moved on.
Okay, I thought it might have been like Ben or something.
It was Victor and John who got picked up off the stone, right?
Oh, okay. All right.
The rock.
Wait, you thought we had something?
No. John and I.
Oh.
And
I see.
you just took him.
Just fucked up.
And the way he looked at you.
Just fucked up. So just confused. Thanks, Charlie. When did you two have something? When was that going? I thought you were with Amaris.
What? No. No. They're wrong, I think.
Okay, I don't think you had anything with Jean because we've been kind of seeing each other like since the beach party, maybe before. I don't even actually know when. Okay, you're all bandaged up now. I'm gonna go. Leave. Just leave.
Ginger, this is the moment when let me check something actually. Out of the blue, and you see this, or at least you see this kind of coming. Wait. Yeah. Someone's coming and running up, and taking a wild swing. As like right, you see Robin taking Jean's hand and like looking at him and like being like, hey, what's wrong with you, man? Right? When like someone with like armed with a club, comes running around the corner, and
Cricket bat.
yeah, with a cricket bat, taking like a swing directly at Robin. What do you do?
I think Ginger, like feeling she's got a couple of emotions that she's sucked in. She's sucked in the feeling of pain from Victor, the need to do something from Tress, and then like protective caring from Robin.
Yeah.
And so with these three, I think she moves in the way of the baseball bat.
Okay. So you're
Oh, not the baseball bat, the cricket bat, sorry. Wrong sport.
To take it for
Yeah,
him, or
I think-
to intercept the one that's doing this?
I think she'll take the hit. It doesn't occur to her to like be able to like intercept. She's this tiny person.
Okay, nice.
Like,
I like that.
sure, I'll just take the bat to the base. Like, because she's like acting quickly and in a panic, like
Yeah,
Tress,
yeah.
like she's expecting pain, like Victor, and she needs to protect, like Robin.
Yeah. So okay. So the scene is you jump forward and you take the bat to the face. That's 2 harm for you.
Okay.
And you're like being Robin. The force of that slams Ginger against your back, right? And you like, before Jean can reply anything, you like pushed away, and there's like a there's Ben with a cricket bat, who like, what the fuck? Why'd you get in my way? With a cricket bat, but its face looks messed up. Like, it's still bandaged, and like one eye is like bandaged close as well. Like he must have fallen through like some thorny brambles or something face first. That's whatever. What do you do? Like, he's cursing at Ginger, who's like probably gone to the floor.
Yeah, I imagine Ginger like full on just went into Robin and then past Robin onto the floor, and her reaction is just to look up and stare. Like, it hasn't sunk in that she's been hit yet, but as soon as it does, she's gonna cry.
I think what even the fuck?
Yeah, I think Ben just points at you. You fucker! You won't have a single calm moment anywhere ever again, right? And he like moves to run away. He's basically like, I'm just gonna ambush you wherever. You're never gonna feel safe again.
Yeah, I am calling the police. I mean, come on.
Sure. Sure. He's running away, so you let him run away.
Yeah, I think yeah. I guess if I can get a picture of him running away with the bat, I'm gonna do that. Not that I really needed it. It's not like it was no witnesses here or anything.
Yeah, so you call and hello, what can I do for you? What is your emergency?
Someone just came up here and hit the girl with a bat.
Okay.
Quinn? Are you confused by that? I'm at the Love Shack. Ben Quinn came up and hit a girl with a bat.
All right, and what is your name, sir?
Robin.
And yeah, like the operator takes your yeah, we'll have someone come by.
There's also a guy bleeding here. I don't know what's going on with him.
Nice. Yeah, so a short while later, probably, well, I mean, I guess Ginger's on sitting on the no, they tell you, yeah, we'll have someone around, like after checking that no one is like in, like how serious the situation is. So someone's already on their way. Please remain calm and stay where you are. If you're not in any immediate danger right now, and all that stuff, right? Sean is like standing there, kind of helpless, and like, oh, Ginger, you okay? Oh my God, look at your face.
And she's like crying, like, "What did he do? That really hurt." And just like crying. Like, I don't think she fully processed what exactly happened in the situation. Just 1 minute she was watching Jean and Robin talking, then she saw the bat, and then suddenly the bat hit her. She didn't entirely process that she put herself in the way.
Yeah. What do you... You just jumped out in the way of it. Oh. I guess, I mean, lucky, and this is when John stands up and goes back inside. Right? While Robin is still like on the phone with the police, Sean is like, well, we got a first aid kit right inside, don't we? And he pops his head in and he's like, Tress, we've got another emergency outside.
Oh my God. Okay, I'll be right there. Like, does she like see what's happened? Like, is it in the window? Like, can she see?
You definitely saw that there was some kind of kerfuffle outside, right?
Okay, all right. I'm gonna grab like some ice then or something. Like preemptive.
I feel like at this point, Ginger's like, "Sean, when are we gonna get him?" Like, and I'd like to use a string to send Jean after Ben Quinn.
Oh God.
Yeah.
This isn't going wrong at all.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, he comes out and he like looks at you and yeah, it doesn't like look pretty, Tress, right? And Sean's like, that bastard. You know where he lives?
It's a small village. Just go and find him.
I should laugh. The voice acting is like on point.
And like he's like, yeah, he's balling his hands into fists and he's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna get him. Like, not my little sister.
Damn straight.
Sean runs off.
Well, okay then.
What are you doing, Tress?
She's gonna take the ice to Ginger.
Okay.
And I'm guessing by now I know that she's Ginger. Oh.
Well, he did just call her his sister, so she couldn't make that leap in logic.
And yeah, and earlier he
did say Ginger, and
so I think Traska knows who you are now, and she's gonna give you like the ice like wrapped in like a towel or something, and be like, where did he hit you?
He hit me in the head.
Okay, and then she placed it on your head, and she's like, we should call an ambulance or a doctor or something.
And I imagine at this point, like, her cheek is swollen, her eye is swelling all on, like, one side, and the other side is just running eyeliner and mascara.
Oh boy. Okay, so I'm going to get some napkins to just, like, wipe you up and, be like, Robin, call an ambulance, for God's sake.
I mean, I already called the police and said someone was bleeding. I'm pretty sure they're going to send, I don't know.
Did they actually say they were going to send anything now?
Okay, I'll call again.
Our village is blacklisted.
So, yeah. Two things are happening here, though, right now.
God.
One is, this is healing, right? When you take time to tend to your wounds, once per session you may heal one harm. If someone else is there with you, tending to your wounds delicately and intimately, and perhaps, but not necessarily, I mean, it's like you're touching her face, right? That's where the wounds are. And you're being taking care of her. You may heal an additional one harm. But also, strange impressions.
Yeah, I was about to say, this brings up strange impressions. So, because Tress has helped me heal, I get to study you with wide eyes. It'll be one wide eye because the other one is closed up right now.
Yeah.
And I temporarily gain one of your skin moves to add to my sheet.
So I have a couple of questions here first, though. One is, so you're cleaning up this this crying girl, right? You're like, it's just like, first is, of course, yes, let's make sure there's nothing like actually really badly hurt. Let's put ice on there so the swelling doesn't go too far. But then it's like also like, yeah, okay, it's all right, like cleaning up her tears and
this is basically what my older sister
comforting her. Yeah, exactly. And what's this staring at her like with one wide eye? What's that like?
She's a bit kind of creeped out, I guess. Like, I'm guessing it's like wide and like kind of unblinking, and I'm like,
I think there's something almost. It starts out as if she's like not sure what to expect. I mean, she's just been hit, so she's kind of fearful, and there's a lot going on. And then after a while, it becomes more like focused and like watching you, like very precisely what you're doing. And then by the end of it, she kind of comes more like self-aware and like wanting to make a good impression.
I think Tress is just going to kind of like pass it off as, you know, you've just been hit by a cricket bat sort of thing. And, you know, you acting a bit like not normally is fine.
I'm sorry, it was just a surprise.
It's okay.
She's, like, wiping as quick as she can.
It's okay that there'll be an ambulance here soon. Just like check you haven't like got a concussion or anything. Like, do you know where you are?
I'm at the Love Shack in the village. I'm fine. I don't think I need an ambulance. I will just go home.
Yeah, no, you probably hear in the background is like, oh yeah, are you also sending an ambulance? It's Robin again.
At this point, I'm probably like, oh my god, this kid.
Hi, Robin again. How you doing, Deidre?
Does this attention from Tress turn into attention from Ginger to Tress? Or what's this dynamic like?
I think Ginger, after kind of gaining that impression of Tress, grows a little shy in her behavior and uncertain of what to do, being like such the center of attention. And you should go and help your friend who hurt his hand. What is going on today?
The village has gone wild.
Also, I heard about your party.
Yeah, I heard about my party too. I guess that's the thing that's going to happen, so feel free to come along, I guess.
Oh, that is very nice of you. Thank you.
I'm going to plan a party now.
Yeah, I get to go to a party now.
Just get hit in the head in the face.
That's my secret. Get hit in the head, get sympathy, get the invite.
Is Victor still in the cafe then, or has he gone?
I think he's probably come outside slowly to see what the commotion is, right?
Yeah.
With his hand bandaged up. It'll be a lot of explaining that he didn't hit her, and that those are two separate actual events that took place.
Well, we got kind of a second crime scene in the crime inside. So
what, a crime scene, right? And
well,
then confuse things further.
Oh god, like a second accident scene? I don't know.
I kind of want to know what strange impression did you get from Tress? Like, both in the mechanical sense and in the sense of, right?
I think with the contact, the touch of Tress, the Hollow sensed her magic, sensed something that it could draw into itself. And so that's kind of like the narrative side of things, was she sensed that magic, and there's this longing to be kind of fulfilled and complete, and maybe this is what she needs. And I think, as she was saying, it was a shock and stuff, and trying to clean herself up, she maybe took Tress's hand to like move it down and away, like, I'm okay now. And I don't know Tress's moves off the top of my head. I would have to go and look at this.
Yeah, go. Feel free to have a nose.
Yes, there you are. I think I'm going to take sympathetic tokens. So I will only be able to do this once, but it's basically a way of gaining an extra string.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is something that Tress gets to feel, or does Tress? What's Tress experiencing from Ginger? Like, my question is for Ginger, actually. If there's anything for Tress to...
I think Tress, that's the nature of the Hollow. What I'm going to suggest is Tress, in fact, feels like good about the experience, like being around Ginger is kind of a good thing, and I got to help someone and it was a great feeling. So by taking something, they're left with like, I feel great, nothing weird or horrible just happened to me.
Yeah. Roll to turn Tress on.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So I think this is how the Hollow gets away with doing things.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
Or rather,
it
how the
actually
Hollow
like
gets away.
yeah, basically
forgets
filling you out with
good
those
things.
impressions makes you feel good when you get to do that.
Yeah.
So
Partial success. So on a partial success, you can either give me a string or choose one of the following reactions. I give myself to you, I promise something I think you want, or I get awkward and or I get embarrassed and act awkward. I can't read, I'm sorry.
So it's me choosing one of those, yeah?
Yes, you choose.
Oh.
one question is, this might actually already have happened if it's the party invite, because you
Yeah.
realize like Ginger is like younger, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
so yeah, I promise something I think you want, which is, invite to the party.
As like a not just like
Yeah, like you've got my sympathy and like...
yeah. You're gonna say hi and be like, cool that
I'll
you
be
could
nice
go.
to you.
Yeah.
I'll be nice to you at my party. Thanks!
Nice, I like that. Yeah, and I think that's when the police pull up, and they get out, and I think we like slowly pull back from that whole scene and actually don't hear what they're saying, unless anyone of you wanted to like do or say something else. Because I think that's it for tonight.
I think that actually the only thing Ginger would do is maybe look over to Victor and give him like a small sympathetic smile as they both like nurse their injuries and confusion.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that gives like a sense of like Robin's going to be the one having to do the talking right now, right? With like Tress assisting, and you two are like kind of standing in the background, and yeah, they want to talk to you as well, Ginger, but first Robin has called, and yeah. Is anybody gonna say that John was here and that John's has run off?
I think we all kind of saw it, and I don't think Tress is going to say anything. But
I think Ginger would say that her brother was here, and he'd gone home to get his phone to call our parents or something. She'd cover for the fact that she just sent Jean after Dan.
Oh god. What a messed up life we all have.
Because she doesn't want her brother getting arrested. This escalated real quick.
Yep.
True, but he also doesn't have his phone. It's not in his house. So.
Nope, she doesn't know that though.
Okay.
She doesn't know where his phone is.
I think Tressa probably notes that though. She's like, something else is going on.
All right. Yeah. So, I'm Matthias. You can find me at mthsblgr. And I think I'd like to, maybe when we go around, everybody name one thing they really liked about the session, one thing you're looking forward to or you're wishing for. Kind of like informal stars and wishes a little bit to for the end here.
Mm-hmm.
Mine definitely is I kind of loved that how mundane this session was in a sense. I think that's a good breather from the last time, and for like finding the shifting in relationships, what's going on. And my wish is, I think my wish is kind of, I'm looking forward to people having ambitions for this party, because I think everyone will have like some of them, and I'm curious to find out about them next time. Throw it over to you, Charlie. Then we go around this way.
I really enjoyed this session. It was fun to be back and to see how we can bring in a new character, but it was just really fun watching the mess that has been made get slowly and slowly worse. No matter what is tried, it's slowly getting worse, and I love whenever we see that the other people in the class, the other characters, have this life that's going on around us in addition to the drama that we're causing, and that means that we can have more drama. So I really like that. So thank you for that, Matthias. And wishes, I am going for all the smoochers at that party. That is my meta goal. I want all the smoochers at that party. And I'm not sure whether Ginger wants to smooch Tress or wear her skin. I'm not sure which way it's going to go. But,
okay.
Do I want to smooch her or do I want to beat her? It's
Still your brother's girl.
You know, when you see someone who's that popular and she's got all these guys like swarming around and there's all this drama, I think Ginger wants like a slice of that. It's just how she goes about getting that. And then she got to see all the action with Jean and Robin and Victor, and it's very exciting hanging out with older siblings, apparently. They get all the good drama. So yeah, that's my stars and wishes. Are we doing plugs or are we doing that next?
Oh yeah, plug away.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in about an hour, I will be over on Scarlet Coast Academy playing Cypher System in a game set in the ancient world, sort of. It's really fun. It's a good time. And then throughout the rest of the week, I have tons of games on at the moment, so check out my pinned tweet for my full schedule. And if not, we will see you back here on Thursday if you're on YouTube. Thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying the game.
We will definitely be back next Thursday.
Yes. Round 7, UK.
This was 7. This will be round 8 next time. But yeah.
Oh. Is it?
No, it'll be around 7. It's always around 7. We just started late today.
Oh, around 7. I thought it meant like round 7. Like it's in like ding ding ding.
Oh.
I mean, that too. You're not wrong.
Today was round 7, guys. Carry on.
Oh, also, wishes wise, I really hope that Robin gets his adult move soon because I'm super curious to see what adult Robin looks like.
Well, first,
It's likely someone else, yeah.
yeah. I am 2 XP from making it possible for you to get adult moves. There's no way I'm getting it. I am cursed with being a teenager forever. But me, well, that's my plug thing up here, Mikael Tusva. I don't stream other things than this, but I'm playing things on the Gauntlet. And this next month, I'm going to play a campaign of E+B, which is like a surreal game, surreal noir game, I guess. It's going to be real fun. But you can only find it on YouTube. But you'll be able to find it there with the same thing as there. My stars first. I liked. I also just noticed that on the overlay it's still Kaylee,
Yeah,
but rip. But I liked Ginger's accent. That was my highlight. I was like, "Are you doing this on purpose?" Because this is
It's great.
I had a lot of fun with that.
I'm sorry to everyone who's actually European.
Yeah, it was.
Or continental European, I should say. As I journeyed around the accents.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with seeing Ginger being a totally different character than Katie. It was a lot of fun discovering that. As for wishes, I don't. Well, I wish for smooches.
Everyone wishes for smooches.
We'll see. I also am interesting to maybe have have some opportunities to use my sympathy as my weapon move, which is get someone to hurt me and then excuse their nature so I can get strings on them. Also, that kind of part of my character in general. Also, the excuses on my armor when my lover treats me badly, because I feel like I've been the bad person most of the time. So it would be fun to also see that.
Just a smooch. Yeah, guess that leaves me then.
I mean, one note there, right? You're welcome to excuse Ben for trying to hurt you.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Okay. That's just going to be like a long-term rivalry now, I can see. So my star is definitely introducing Ginger. That was amazing. As soon as the accent came out, I was like, yes. What else? I love like the cringe. Like, I hate the cringe when we're in the moment, but I love the cringe at the same time. Do you get what I mean? I'm just like, oh my god, I feel like a stupid teenager again. I don't know, like being fickle. And yeah, my wish is to see this party and to see what actually happens. I feel like stuff is going to go down between Victor and John and Trass, and I'm curious to see exactly what.
I'm hesitant to ask what you mean with go down.
I don't know, like he's either gonna like try and kiss Sean or like go at Trass more, like, you know. I don't know. I just feel like she's still his man. And it's gonna be like karma for that. Even though it wasn't really karma because they were never really together, but yeah. Excited for that.
Let's see if you can fix Sean.
I don't think I'm ever gonna. I think I've just messed that up too much, guys. I think it's too far gone.
Wow.
It's too far gone. I can never fix that. But yeah.
Did you like technically make him a hollow or something? Is that like the outcome of that, or a ghoul maybe?
I think he's just
hexed.
Yeah, the brainwashing, the forgetting is his problem, right? So I think that might be fixable. But yeah,
We need a new spell for Trass.
yeah, or or some kind of strategy that sounds half sound. That might work. The party's a good idea, right? Maybe he'll be like, if you can get him to be smooching with as many other people as possible, that'll get him over it. I don't know.
Yeah, but then I feel like Tress is going to be like that fickle person who's going to be like, everyone wants him. Now I want him.
I mean, yes.
That's usually how it goes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Thank you everybody for watching, right?
thanks, guys. Thanks for playing. This was fun. I love this game every week. Yeah.
And then see you next
See you all next Thursday.
Bye.
See ya.